up this camp, but it gives you good vision. And now you actually get an Empire Ward. The vision is restricted though, so he doesn't see the top rune, but he does see any kind of movement coming up this direction. And the ward also sees up to here. So yeah, the chance for like a rotation gank onto him is very, very low. The second he sees him coming, he could trigger Firefly and get more vision if that's really what he feels he requires. So, Team Empire, 20 seconds, creep wave gets a spawn up. How's our other lanes looking? So, Fader, as the puck in the middle lane, Pilot Eye, Mr. 3, Clarity, Earthshaker. Gonna probably block up the top lane. This will give Bone 7 a little bit more of an advantage up here. He's gonna do the back fissure. It's just trying to be more efficient. Because the fissure's gonna catch most of the creep wave anyway. If he misses one of them though, he's gonna be a little annoyed. So 1 second, 0 second, boom, fissure, and the creep wave. Wait, what? Pilot Eye, I thought you were gonna actually do it here. So then you just walk yourself back down to your base, you regenerate your mana, and then you go again. With the body block, he could technically do 2 sets of... Yeah, he's actually able to do 2 sets of fissures now, if he wants to stop the creep wave again. But this will then pull the creep wave pretty close to his tier 1 tower. Always want to fly his... Okay, he's lost a melee. So that creep wave is going to be in a really good position for Cloud9. The creep wave, yeah, it's just out of range of the tier 1 tower, but close enough you feel, okay, now it's in range. Both of them body block for a little bit longer. So this is going to kick back out again, which maybe not the greatest thing for Cloud9, but it is going to be a good experience coming in for the Batrider. And it will be a dual lane in mid. So we've got a bottle puck up against a brace of first Dragon Knight. So this works a little bit better. Instead of having Resolution just run straight in for a bottle. You let the Wisp do most of the hard work, which means your DK is going to come online a lot earlier. Always when a Fire is going to try and zone out Bone 7. Went for the Glaive of Wisdom first. It's just harassment damage more than anything else. I remember we were looking at this build coming up from the Silencer, because Always when a Fly always used to do this, but it was mainly because you needed the Glaives of Wisdom in order to get the Intelligence steal. But at the same time, I think it was Clairvoyance is having a chat too about this one. Like, we both agreed that the early harassment damage which you get from this is more than worth skilling the level over something like Last Word or Curse of the Silent. Unless you got really, really high mana cost heroes for abilities. Like, that's the only other reason you would think to do it. Solo's playing around with Aoi on this bottom lane. Clamp harassment up against a Skywrath Mage. You at least give him balls for that. Almost level 3. Over on this off-lane Brewmaster, while the Batrider is almost tracking level 3 in his off-lane. Having to go back to base with Boots first. At least lets him outrun the Silencer, but the Silencer was making the most out of that tree line. You see the damage into Resolution. There's a regeneration rune on bot river, and now he's going to come up here and take it. So he's going to get himself back up to full mana. There's now Resolution. He's having some troubles. A little bit spiky overall. Seems like Bone 7 doesn't want to stop. Well, so that's actually for everybody. So we're going to say server issue, and not the horrible D word. Because we don't want the D, people. We do not want the D. Is it still lagging heavily for everybody? If they did have to remake, there's actually not that much difference between them. Or Howie. Yeah, as far as the off-laners, the Brewmasters fall 1 up against the Batrider 2-1, and they're pretty even. Like, Brewmaster is a little bit lower on experience, but higher on farm. Batrider a little bit higher on experience and a little bit lower on farm. The middle lanes are practically even, 8 up against 7-2, and then 12-3 up against 11-4. So that's all it really is. There's not that much difference, and the movement, no ganks really have been effective. The lanes have been revealed, sure. The warning hasn't even been rewarded from both these observer wards. One's a little bit further back for the like the vision ward. One's another like a vision ward. Like everything, if you want to, this should be 0-0. Okay, that's what I'd like to see right now. 60 difference in the experience, and negligibly 400 gold being the advantage. Actually going the way of Team Empire. Alright, so they're going to try and play it out, which is good for us. Concussive shot looking to come out to solo. But Aoi 2000, like, the only reason he's doing this is because he's got more mana and life points again. Fader's not looking too healthy here in the mid lane. I think he wants to have a crack, though, at the puck. He doesn't have Warning Rift, So just keeps the chip damage coming in, and then Bottle's taking a long time to get back. It's gonna bring resolution. Yeah, a little bit slow. That's just lag kicking in there. Vader would normally dodge that kind of stuff. But it'd just be a bit of a high ping coming in for him. Top lane Silence trying to harass Bone 7 back again. They do have a level 2 last word now for Always on a Fly. Up to 3 napalm stacks, which is going to make him look like a very delectable target for Bone 7. But no jump in coming for it. While Fader and Pylai die. Looking to keep that presence on the mid lane. And they come back again on the top. How's that bottom lane looking? Solo was coming over to lead some of the experience as well as last hits. Gets the Mud Golem instead able to get Drunken Brawl hit, but there's more rotation coming. Pardai, Fisher, Owie, he's got Orb and can cut a shot, and then in comes Eternal Envy. High movement speed with the 2 points up in the Scorched Earth. He's got the Orb of Venom as well, but they slow the Saturn Blast. He's trying to turn himself around for a denial. But the Saturn Dash, he ends up helping Cloud9 get that kill. So first blood going the way of C9. Almost 4 minutes into the game, they're able to pick that one up. But more importantly, they get it on the Doombringer. That's going to skyrocket his farm, because it's going to mean a very early hand of Midas, which means higher levels and bigger items over on Eternal Envy. Actually, he decides to go Arcane Boots. This is really, really like insanely uncommon for Eternal Envy to do. This is a guy that refused to buy Arcane Boots even when building into Shadowblade builds over on the Doombringer. He tried to be so efficient that he never had to have Arcanes. And now, he buys them. This just feels really wrong. Now Puck, able to get himself a kill over on the Wisp. Might be a little bit of trouble. There's a totem stop. He needs an extra stun, however. Pylai die. He doesn't have a single point up in Aftershock yet. So Puck unable just to orb himself away with it with a defensive phase shift. And Eternal Envy getting very over-aggressive on Solo.
Are fortified.
The upside about having these Arcane Boots now means any harassment damage he takes from Solo, he's able to regenerate with the Scorched Earth. So he knows he'll be able to trigger this every single time it comes off cooldown. So having the higher regeneration items isn't really required. It also helps out his other teammates like Skywrath Mage. Nice Fissure keeping the Wisp out. Actually tethered to a range creep right now for some unknown reason. While Fader, now the ball smacking him. But not enough damage to kill him. And he still had Dream Call, which is a reason to back up. The Doom now also being triggered. And Solo, he will die from this. One orb attack from Aoi 2000, and Solo will tick out behind the tower. In fact, Skywrath Mage will take the kill. And they keep the pressure on while in middle lane, Fader, I'm still watching this Dream Coil. He'd love to have a crack at one of the heroes here, but he needs Pylai Die to have one of Fissure. And two, I think he needs a little bit more help. The damage they've got here, unless everything connects into the Wisp, they can't kill Resolution. Resolution's running around with a 1 point up in Dragon Blood and almost a Dragon form. Oh, Solo. Oh, Envy. Yeah, the War Stomp. The Sealer's there too, and Solo's going to be forced back. Envy's regenerating. He turns in for the attack, and Solo's going to go down on the offlane. Life not going well. Now the Fissure. It does block the Wisp. The silence from Fader doing its work. Dream Call as well. All he's looking to do is have the tether to happen, and then allow the Dream Call to get the stun, which also inflicts the killing damage and the blow into the Wisp. But if he stuck around, then he was dead anyway. And just meant the Fader to commit the Dream Call. But they got the target they were searching for here, Cloud9. They wanted the Wisp, they didn't want the DK. They'll get him later. And Wisp does return towards the lane. Bottle charges to flying.
Top tower is under attack.
Because he kept the regeneration from the well. And he's able to just pump a little bit more into Resolution. How's Envy doing? He's actually walked all the way back to base. While leaving Aoi 2000 to go up against Solo. And this is fine for him. Aoi's actually getting pretty close to his own Arcane Roots. And once that's up, the spam is really real for him. Not to mention, he now has Mystic Flare. This is why he needs his Arcane Boots. He needs the mana pool capable of spamming out abilities and then still having enough for the Mystic Flare. So the TP comes in from the Doombringer. Envy returns to the lane, gives him an instant Arcane Boot. And this actually, it doesn't allow him to get the kill on Solo, because he still needs to use Concussive, Seal, and the Mystic Flare. And he doesn't have a mana pool capable of doing such a thing right now. Or at least,
top tower
not the filled mana pool. But he is moving in towards mid lane. The Arcane Boost can be purchased, so I assume that's what the courier's picking up. Yep, there it is. And Resolution. They're looking for an extra advantage here. The Fissure, Mystic Flare, goes on Resolution. And the Dream Call as well, gonna hold the puck in position. The Arcane Boots have arrived. She doesn't have enough mana to use the dashing, and Pylite die. Gonna go down, always when a fly comes in. Fader needs more damage into that Wisp. 13 life points he'll survive on. And Silent and always want to fly. The whole top lane from Team Empire. Rotate in. Owie wants out. Silence attacks enough to reach him. And then looking for a hit over on the Fader. He'll orb himself up to the high ground, uses bottle charges. So Cloud9 really trying to force an issue, just like a bottom lane. Envy's going to give up the chase, doesn't need to dive any further. He knows he's going to get that kill. With all the heroes from Team Empire displaying themselves in the mid lane in an effort to defend the Cloud9 attack, he knew it was just the Brewmaster and only the Brewmaster. So another solo kill coming the way of the Doombringer. And really good lane presence from him. How's Bone 7 looking? Level 7 for him. 8.5 minutes in. Considering he has been farming up any stacks, he's on a pretty damn good timing. And Solo trying to man fight up right now. That Orb of Venom does not make it easy for Solo. He splits. Envy's going to need help. In fact, it looks like Solo's the man is bringing in help. There's still Scorched Earth. Sends him up and towards the air. So no extra heal coming the way of Envy. He buys TP scrolling by a stick. He assumes death, especially with always when a fly arriving. This is good intel still. In fact, there's another 2 heroes coming in from the side. And Silent with 1 Crypt Swarm and attack. He will take the kill the Solo worked so hard to set up. Envy really accepted his own death. And he realized it too. The Observer Wall was watching the movement coming up from Team Empire. While Cloud9 tried to prepare a gank up on the top lane to work with Bone 7 here. And Resolution's already left there. Beta's been left unattended in middle lane just a little bit too long. He's probably going to want to do something about it. So Dragon Form, he does have Tail and Son of Valval, not anymore though. As the Silence, oh the Global Silence, they caught him out! That's one of those moments, Cole with your pants down. He was expecting probably something like a Dragon Tail stun, then he got his rift off and thought, oh sweet. All I gotta do is just orb myself away to safety, and I got this in the bag, but didn't realize that always want to fly. He has 1 experience point.
Radiant's
1 experience point.
Under attack.
Into his Global Silence, into his level 6. That couldn't have been a more appropriate time for Cloud9, and there's no way that Fader would have really been expecting that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Team Empire pulling a beautiful play out. Nice vision from Pylite is going to ensure the rune for himself. And cancelling off to Resolution. He's looking for a body block as well. Fissure obviously not available, and Resolution's trying to get close enough to it. Dead Prophet. Well, that's a Skywrath Mage going down. Always want to fly, being chased down by Bone 7. Pylite is on the run out of here. And the Doom being committed onto Solo. He's got no ultimate available, but no Scorched Earth available for Envy anymore. So no extra movement speed. They lasso over to Always want to fly. TP support's coming in from Resolution. The War Stomp being used on the Silence, so he's burning up inside the Firefly and Solo. It's a bit of a problem for him as well, especially when Fader comes in. Now, a double kill for him. 10-6. Bone 7 hiding in the tree line, picked up his own Blink Dagger.
Structures are fortified.
And then we go 10-6 on the board. And Earthshaker also getting his own space to farm up. Mass Arcane Boots for Cloud9, 3 of them in total. The only person to get something opposite is Bone 7. I doubt Fate will be going Arcanes. This is a Treads or BT game. Top tower kill off by Envy. There's no Doom available. Silent. Oh, he also hit the wrong target. Now they can just turn the Steel into Always Want to Fly, so there's no abilities coming up from him. There is the Exorcism, however, out from Silent. And Envy with a creep wave here. They're considering still fighting. The Mystic Flare is available for Owie 2000, but he needs the Seal as well. The Mystic Flare completely off target. Silent will turn, try and find this one. Owie, 27 life points, so it's one last Arcane Orb into Silent. And now Fader, the Orb flies up. Dream Call's available, he jumps up, the warning ripped. Phase shifts down a little bit of the damage here. Dream Call, 7 seconds, actually it's not available. Silent will take a double kill. Fader missing the positioning.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And now it's 11-8 on the board.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Resolution
attack.
doing what we thought he would do with that Dragon Knight. Wait until some kind of rotation ends up happening. Looks like top lane, they're diving in on Envy. A triple kill for Silent. The Fissure will be there. The one charge has already been used. The Echo Slam. This will be a guaranteed kill on the Wisp. Then again, Silent. One more attack into Pylite. Can't reach him. And now he has enough. Oh, the silence from Silent. It's enough. It's an ultra kill for Silent. He managed to get the silence over on Owie 2000. At the last moment, the Arcane Orb was coming off cooldown. Meaning that last burst bit of damage was not there. Now Fader finds some revenge. The Global Silence a little bit too late there from Always Want to Fly. Allowing the puck to get the kill, and they use the Brewmaster split. The silence to go on Fader. That's the last word. But the Brewmaster Split's already been used, and Bone 7, he wants the target. The Fire Brilliant's left behind. He's not finding the opening for one. Always when a Flyer's going to come back, but they don't get that sweet spot of just one person being left behind. So 13-10 on the board, 13 minutes into the game. So what do we got? Mystic Staff up for the Bat Rider. Building into that now, Blink Dagger 4 staff, so everything's pretty standard.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Solo as well as Wisp. Just farming up a couple of stacks. So the burst farming coming in for Team Empire. Cloud9 trying to find their collaterals of picking up the T1 tower, but Empire, they're in a position to fight this. Bone 7 going to refill up most of them. Blink, oh, he got Dragon Tail stuff. Resolution got it to the last moment, and Bone 7 having to come to double burst damage, but then the Mystic Flare Solo. So long in life, the 10 remained for a moment, but the moment was not long enough. Silence Ultimate's going to force Fader back out of here. And with the last word, he phase shifts it, but the attack from the Wisp will still be enough. It's a double kill for Silent, now giving him a 10-1 over on this Death Prophet, skyrocketing up his farm. And the Tier 1 tower's already gone on the middle lane. So they come in to push the top tower. The Exorcism is running out of time. So Silent will take the damage and get the heal up. But with the Dragon Form, not to mention all the other heroes, and no backdoor regeneration available for Tier 1 towers. It'll be a very quick pick-off. So a really good fight for Team Empire. Really dragging that advantage back down again. Drastic change in the graph. Down by about 4,000 to 5,000 in the experience. Heading from 5,000 down to 1,000. So 14-13 on the board. Vader's going to move up the middle lane with his Blink Dagger in hand now, as well as full treads. They're a lot stronger when it comes to the team fights. They still need to get that perfect combination off. Skyride's Mage is not as easy for him as it would be in like a game with the Faceless Void. The only real combo he's got which can hold someone in position is either the chaining stunning of the Earthshaker, or it's the lasso. Dreamclaw doesn't really hold you in the perfect position. You can still walk around inside of it. And now they want to go again on Solo. So jump him, silence, double Dreamclaw. They got Resolution as well. The Observer Ward did see that. And Mystic Flare did enough damage that the Arcane Orb can finish the job. Fader being silenced up a little bit more. Global Silence is available. Silent will send this puck up and towards the air, and then is a follow-up silence with the stun from Resolution. Giving Silent a wicked streak, a wicked 6 streak. 11-1 now on him, and he will trigger the Exorcism. This is now a level 14 Death Prop, 15 minutes into the game. It's like looking at our Razor with an Aghanim Scepter for Fnatic. And you ask yourself, how can you lose the game? And right now in Death Prophet, there really isn't a visible way you can lose. He's going to pick up the Aegis Immortal, potentially could get a Resolution too. But protecting that streak of the Death Prophet is more worth it. There's a lot of kills in there for Silent. And Bone 7, he's getting close to getting a grab, but with amount of life points over on Silent too, 1,500 points they've got to get through. And there's no basic agility right clicker. Like, most of their damage is still burst magical. Which means if this is going to be, well, it could be a heart still on the Death Prophet, but if Silent wants to try and go into something like a BKB, his protection is so good. It could just be a casual VIP booster. If we'd sell the Magic Wand or just buy the BKB after his Aegis will expire, because that'll probably be how long it'll take him to farm it up. Unless they have another very big fight for Team Empire. When you sit at 9.7k net worth this early on, they found always on a fly out. So nice support pickup, but Dreamclaw being used, Firefly and Lasso also being used. So a lot of expended big abilities of C9 which are really required to win these fights. Silence just running himself in. You'll see Fader, phase shift and then blink away to safety. Eternal Envy blinks into the tree line. And he'll TP out in time. They have no stun. Solo blinks to collapse, but now he's stuck in the trees for 10 seconds. And Envy instantly just goes down the bottom lane to keep farming up. He's got the mech for his team with the blink and the arcanes. So we're running a very support-heavy Doombringer in this game. The only thing he's kind of missing right now is a Vladimir's off ringing a pipe. But I think Doombringer knows he needs to find, I don't know if it's a damage output. It could be Shiva's or Assault Cuirass will be a nice thing to build in for him. And he's doing this all without Hand of Midas. So we can't just think the normal thing is just like, why not both on the Doombringer? Because normally he can afford it. Yeah. In this case, gonna be a little bit more cautious. That's your Blink Dagger on a Brewmaster. Like during the draft, the Team Empire needed time to get these critical items up. And fairly certain I said, okay, level 6 and Blink Dagger on a Brewmaster. Arcane Boots if he feels the need to get them. But he does have a Wisp buffing him up, so that's kind of okay as well. The Dragon Knight kind of didn't really matter for him, just a good start would be nice. Bone 7 completely caught out by a relocate gank. And Silent just needed his Yule Scepter, and as quick as he possibly could, level 11. But this guy, they're giving him, like, on purpose, a lot of space up on top lane, trying to push him to level 16. Now, middle lane Solo's going to try and keep Vader out of here. The Tether will come in, they will defend their tier 1 tower, which is just outside of deny range. While on bottom lane, okay, they're all coming in. The Echo Slam from Pylai die. Global Silence came too late. The Doom and the Echo Slam already dropped on Resolution. He should die from this, especially with the Dream Call. And the second the Global Silence comes off, he throws out the Fissure. Last word from Always Wanna Fly, unable to control him enough. And it's a 2-for-1 trade-off, however, because still the Bat Rider and the Skywrath Mage went downless at the Brewmaster, taking care of him over on the side with Silent. And Envy is TPing himself out. He's already injured beyond the ability to fight this. And Vader, phase shift, jumps away. Solo's right behind him. Blink Dagger off cooldown. He's away from the Brewmaster. Blink up and then a follow-up clap. He's got phase shift available again. But with the Urn Charge on him, he's not going to get himself in range of that tower, at least not in a real safe position. He can make Solo take a little bit too much damage here. Phase shift, blink, fissure, buys him some space. The Urn Charge doesn't take him out. Now Pylai jumps in. The Brewmaster goes for the split, but he's primarily searching Pylai for that Wisp kill, but he won't be able to get it. Silent will give himself a monster kill streak now, 12-for-1. Taking the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. This guy's almost got a hard 20 minutes into the game. We're going to quick spin up as well as over on Bone 7. They got the silence on him too with the Earth Brilliant Sun just before he ended up dying, which means the spirit damage from the Wisp will be enough. Vader's coming up, the relocate relocate out. 2 seconds is all that's really required. He's out of the Mystic Flare, but still in range for the telekinesis grab. Taking Silent back with him. Solo's out as well. And Cloud9, they are definitely trading toe-to-toe, 17-18. But they're losing out on map control every single time. I suppose the towers are still pretty even. But it just doesn't seem like it's a good trade-off, because this death profit is so big. It's a level 16 death profit. Hard recipe is the full heart. 40 gold. Give him one more camp. Okay, they're going to block their own camp. They want to farm it up. Well, it's currently not available. But 4 gold, there you go. The full heart is now bought. This is a 20-minute and 10-second. It will be completed in total at 2014. The heart is complete on a death profit with drums and Yule Scepter. This is one big death profit. 607 gold per minute. A lot of money. Still worth a lot if they can get the kill. And Cloud9 do have the heroes that can get that. They jump up right now. They're going to go on Resolution. Global Silence trying to make sure there's no follow-up. In fact, Silent coming in. They're going to bring him in with the Bat Rider, but the Bat Rider nicely separated. Pylai, perfect position from the side shot. Got the Fissure off, and Resolution's just standing his ground. There's more support going on to Envy, though. Solo, the Dream Call will hold him here. He doesn't have Primal Split. 6 seconds left. Always on fire. We get the hit off. The Solo being stunned up by that Dream Call means he was locked perfectly to the Mystic Flare kill. But Silence coming in with his ultimate. He'll find Pylai in the tree lines. Yep, there's the Exorcism doing the work. Always on a fly as the neighbor trying to help him off. As BKB is triggering its Resolution, trying to save himself from any attack from Maui 2000. And they'll kind of push out the middle lane. The Exorcism's just about to wear off. But they have a Catapult as well as still a decent... Well, they got 3 heroes up against the 2. So that's easy enough for Empire to push. And with a heart over on the Death Prophet, the damage output just still not there. And he's already up to another 1,800 gold. 14-1-4 on this Death Prophet. He'll lose his Aegis the Immortal in a moment. In fact, 2 seconds away. This will be the perfect time for Fader to jump if he can realize it. And Silent, maybe he doesn't realize it, but then he got a Yule Scepter. Look for the follow-up time. It's just a fraction of a second too early there from Silent. TP's on the way. Resolution. Dragon Form is worn off, which means there's no Dragon Tail stun and Bone 7. Forced up himself away then. They were looking for the opening for the last 2. Now with 2 levels up and Sticky Napalm, the Silence from wait, where are we relocating? He went to base. He took the DK away just after Brewmaster did the split. They got the stun over on Eternal Envy. They'll relocate back in a moment. And this will be that for the other 2 heroes of Empire at full life and health and mana. Yeah, and they're back again. But they realize they can't go for a kill. The Brewmaster ulti is worn off. And the moment is gone for Team Empire. Now there's no Roshan. Potential spawn time is just over a minute away. So it's back to the lanes to continue to farm for Team Empire. and force their advantage even further. 4,000 in the net worth advantage, and just over 8k in the experience. And what is really the answer for Cloud9? Pickoffs is kind of all they can really do. That's why there's smoke moving right now, and they can blink up, and the Doom instantly on the solo. Blink from Pilot means that's an instant follow-up. Mystic Flare, and they've got the kill on the Brewmaster. That's exactly what they need, and Silence, he's the bigger one they kind of wanted here. But you take what you can get at this point of the game. If they get the Death Prophet down, then there shall be rejoicing on the Cloud9 side. For now though, Fader is going to be looking to push out the offlane. Is that a Dagon for him? Yeah, it's a Yule Scepter instead. Just having the casual non-talisman maybe question. Because it would have been a little over-aggressive, but may have been his answer to trying to kill off that Wisp. Because the Wisp buff up and control is still like a major problem. Killing Silent right now is difficult enough as it is, but let alone having him tethered up to a Wisp. That's just next to impossible. Then Faye just wants to bail out of here. Throws one last orb, gets 2 CS, and then straight back to base. While Eternal Envy still farming up in the bottom lane. I call either Shivas or Assault Cuirass. Either way, it's going to be one of the two. The Plate Mail being purchased up. Eternal Envy in the last game decided to actually buy the Shiva's Garb. That was not only because he was dying. He bought the recipe before he bought the Mystic Staff, which is normally, like, very unusual. You want to pick up the bigger item first, but that was only because he was dying. In this case, like, it's not going to reveal anything. The fact he's still got 2,400 gold on him. Which kind of makes what I'm saying pointless. Shaker, however, not pointless in this game. Level 11, so you got the 2 points up in that Echo Slam. Having Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots is everything a good Earthshaker needs. And he's still flanking himself in this bottom lane with a Haste Rune from Solo. And he just hides inside the tree line. He's got a Blink Dagger, so he'll still be feeling quite okay here. There's no real peril he's in. Looks like Resolution and Solo working together to farm up Ancients. They don't really have an Ancient stack killer. Unless they're going to really commit Exorcism, which you don't want to do. You want to be saving that for the Roshan attempt, which is only a few seconds away. And they're pinging out Eternal Envy. Getting that kill means they will feel very, very comfortable going into Roshan. With the Bat Rider and an Earthshaker with Blink Dagger, you've always got to be a little bit more cautious about things. And even if Roshan does spawn right now, they can't fully do it. Because they might just lose their tier 2 tower. And Roshan is, in fact, spawning now. Silence forced into the middle lane, which means they definitely can't do it. It just becomes a tower trade. So the tier 2 tower dies in mid lane.
Middle tower has fallen.
They'll lose. Actually, maybe they won't. TP comes in from Solo. It's just Solo, however. There's no one else behind him. But just the fact that he aggressively TP in like that, and you could have potentially relocated in the Death Prophet with the Exorcism. In fact, yeah. In fact, they do that. This is on a completely different lane. It's on Eternal Envy. Global Silence also being used, allowing Soul to come a little bit further forward. The tower will be denied up. And that's really not great for Cloud9. They need all the money they can get at this point of the game. The supports actually have a lot of money anyway. Like even Pylai die. I don't know if there's meant to be a BKB over on him. But you want to get all the cash you can get, especially Doombringer. A little bit short, but I suppose he's a Devour guy. Maybe it's not as big a deal as I thought. It's not slowing down any major items. You've already got your Blink, your Yule Scepter, your Bat Rider's already got Blink Dagger 4-star. Slows up his BKB a little bit, but it's not hugely impacting across the map. So, Pylai die. Control to the middle lane, but the Whisperer's trying to force it over. Sentry wards are down as well, so we'll probably plant another one just up on the high ground, but the Observer ward here from the Radiant side is watching it perfectly. The Sentry wards are out of range of this. But no one's coming in to try and contest them, which means either C9 do not want to do it, or they don't feel they can do it. Not all the ultis are up. In fact, you know Silence ulti, the Exorcism is still down. But they also know they can't kill him. That's a 17,000 net worth Death Prophet. You got Shiva's, Yule's, Heart, Drums, Phase on this guy. So they just ensure they kill off the tier 2 tower on the top lane. Actually, no, it's not. So, well, they push the tier 3 tower.
Dire's top tower is under
Palm up
attack.
off lanes. Yeah, I'm not seeing the trade. But maybe Cloud9 just want to wait until they can fight inside their base. Well, we have to remember who Cloud9 are. These guys love to buy back and then try and turn the advantage into fight. And they might have to. Exorcism is going to be triggered by Silent. He's not waiting. Fortification has to be used instantly. This is even before the rest of Team Empire arrive. This is a 27-minute level 20 Death Prophet. She doesn't care what they do to her. She'll stand on the front line, just beat it down. The Wisp will save her if she needs it. The Shiva's Guard, the jump in, Bone 7 really getting slowed up, and he got clamped as well. The Brewmaster split will go. The Exorcism won't last much longer. But Empire do what they needed to do. The Brewmaster causes havoc at the back end of the line. The Echo Slam in from Highlight Die. A lot of damage to the Wisp. He never got the mech charge off, nor his one charges. The Doom will go on Resolution, but that's a BKB Dragon Form Resolution. One more attack in a Pilot Eye means he'll get that kill. The mid ranks is toast. The Wisp also ball back to relocate in to try and save the rest of his teammates. There's that mech charge. It's going to keep Resolution alive while Vader orbiting across. Can't jump in. In fact, Solo's now going to turn into Initiation on the Bone 7. The Mystic Flare still bubble, the stun into Eternal Envy, the Mystic Flare trying to burn Resolution down. They got the extra seal, but it's only the Aegis the Immortal they trigger. For all of that, they only get the Aegis and a buyback over on a Wisp. Team Empire will stand their ground. Solo jumps in, he's finding Bone 7, the 4-star away. Concussive shots, whatever Aoi has got to throw, he is doing so. And Empire will back up. There's still tier 2 towers on the side lanes. And Team Empire had their oldies on cooldown, so there's no reason to overstay their welcome. They can just group up and then push the bottom lane. And with another 3.6k gold now in Hassan, this guy's 14-1-7 now. What's he up to with these towers? 702 gold per minute on a Death Prophet. And all this money is just coming from either Roshans or towers or kills. They're definitely giving her a lot of space in the creep waves. 212 CS in 29 minutes. It's very, very nice for her. But still this injection of money. Creep waves don't do enough. And she's not farming up the jungle. It's not like an anti-mage where you go, okay, that farm is good. If you had like a 13-minute Battle Fury. But everyone from Empire is getting money now. Full Aghanim Scepter for the Brewmaster with the Blink Dagger as well. I got a funny feeling from Silent. Actually, this could be Lincoln's, it could be Scythe, it could be Skadi. All are legit options right now. He's got enough money, he can probably afford them all. 4 stuff away from Bone 7. Look at Silent's movement speed with the phase moves. Yule Scepter up, relocate in, and Bone 7's in a world of hurt. Silenced up, I always want to fly. This guy's got 14 points of intelligence stolen as well. And looks like they're going to let the Wisp go back. This will allow Team Empire to take the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. They won't require the ultimate from Death Prophet. In fact, they probably will be saving this until they go towards the high ground, unless they feel pressured on another lane. Then some would trigger it. Here's the creep wave now arriving. It is going to be the 4 Shivas now done for Eternal Envy. But it's just too little too late. Fader as well as Aoi can try and push the tier 3 tower, but Empire know what they're going to get. And that's a trade-off. They got a 3k life point Death Prophet. And a Dragon Form that's already been triggered and a BKB off cooldown. The Exorcism will rip through it. There is no fortification. He used it before. The Echo Slam jump in. Takes care of most of the creep wave, but then the Global Silence follow-up. Pilot Die. There was no fidget. There was no totem stomp. Envy set up in towards the air. And Silence ulti is going to work now on the ranks, and he wants to get closer over towards Envy, who now does hit the deck. 4 stuff away to safety. They got a secondary one available, the lasso being used to drag the Wisp away from Resolution. They can't get him back inside the base, however, but there will be enough damage with the Flame Break to pick him off. Resolution's ulti's going to wear off. He gets the silence over on Fader, the stun from Resolution with the Breathe Fire. A quick Yule Scepter up by Fader, trying to buy himself some time to phase shift, orb, and blink away. He's right next to Solid. The clap will come. He gets his silence, allowing Aoi to finish the kill, but Cloud9 have thrown too much away here. They'll lose their bottom rank. They've lost their entire team with that last Crypt Swarm, and Team Empire will take 2-0. I actually think with that victory, they ensure themselves the #1 position in the D2CL. They'll go 9 for 3 for their results. And as far as their last games to go, they have 1 match left to play. 1 more match left to play, and that's up against Fnatic. The final game of the D2CL. That'll be their final game up against Fnatic. We've got more games coming up in a moment's time, so Nyx Assassins, sneaky Nyx Assassins.